Hey guys, you want and only, my name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Haunted or Spooky House. Oh, it's looking cool. I've just spent the last, I don't know, half an hour placing down the window paintings around the entire house. This is what we're looking like so far, man. I got a little window up on the top on, let me get this back. Right there, see it? I've got two windows on the side here. Oh, it's so cool. And I love the randomness of the window lights behind being on or off. Really, really cool. Is this just going to be a running joke on this world or something? Probably. just rain all the time. But yeah, even down on the bottom floor around here and on this side is the same thing. Now, something though that I did not show you guys, time set to, I don't know, 12,000. Make it a daytime. 15,000. Oops. This always confuses me. 9,000. Boom. There we go. Always confuses me how that time works sometimes. I didn't show you, though. I actually retextured the fence blocks. So this is nether brick to nether brick. I actually retextured it to this. Now, you might think, ugh, oh my god, why? Just because I think it looks really cool along here. I just think it looks really, really cool. I didn't want it entirely black, because that would just make no sense. It would look too dark and too boring. But just like these little grey lines, you can imagine them being, imagine these being metal poles and all this fence being metal. And the black bits are the chunky bits, but then the lighter bits is just where they go in a little bit, you know, where they're like shaped. Oh, it's just so cool to think about. So this should actually help an awful lot with the house. At the moment, it looks like all the balcony and stuff is just sort of floating. This should at least make it look like it's being held up a little bit. So we'll have this run down here. So many people are coming up with really cool ideas for like the surrounding area to this. I do want at least a little bit of a surrounding area around the mansion. Obviously, my ideas with things like you know, the graveyard and tombstones. But then some of you guys have come up with some sick ideas. One of them was a big spooky tree. Like in the middle, if you can imagine, let me just come around the last area here. If you can imagine, all this area is going to be like a graveyard, and then right in the middle, like a willow tree hanging over with like the branches and the leaves sort of hanging down, little glow of the jack-o'-lantern at the bottom or something like that. Really cool spider webs up in the tree. Mwah. Beautiful. And then people were saying you should retexture the zombies to look like cool zombies, like or like zombies to suit this world, and have those roaming. I really like that idea too. We can fire them out of dispensers or something simple like that. Okay, so we've got this going in all the way around. We definitely need these ones at least in the corner. Oh yeah, this is where I should really probably have that at least somewhat like that, so it looks a little bit more built out. Probably the best. Same as over here. That one and that one. Now, I don't know if we're most likely going to need more struts, like more vertical posts around the place. But for the moment, just the corner ones are good. We shall sort of see, oops, a little bit easier in a minute. That one. And why did I take away every single corner? Is that just me trying to be different? There we go. There you go. Add a little bit back. We'll repair the place a little bit. You know what? That's actually not looking too bad at all. Such a cool looking building. Still looks a little bit, well, I'm not going to say blank. It's very interesting looking. I like the broken down bits. I like the holes. I like all the texture changes that we've done. But there's still a lot more that we can really utilize in the texture pack. For example, this ground here itself. What would you want on the floor? We could have, obviously, cracked ones. We could get, oops. No. You know what I pushed there? You know what button I pushed there? You know why I pushed Q? Because Q is exit the menu on my game that I'm making. But anyway, we could do something similar to the spruce and have an oak texture with the crack in it. That could look really cool. We could make one so like the plank is just missing. So we can have like one of these planks actually taken out and just make it black there. I might even do both. But that'll really dress up this area and the stairs Oh yeah, it will work on the stairs as well because it'll take. Ooh, as long as we use a texture that can be a stair. What options do we have for the? Oh, these are totally out, aren't they? This is totally out. Well, just one block out, not totally out. There we go. What other ones have stairs then? Purpur. We can definitely change purpur. I don't think that's going to be one that we're going to be commonly using in this build. And the same as red sandstone is one that we can potentially change. The reason why I'm choosing those ones is because obviously they have the stair type, so we'll get like the cracks going down the stairs. And things like that. That could be really cool to do. We need to have some mossy cobblestone in this wall here. Let's do a little bit of a test on that. Mossy. We're going to grab mossy cobblestone as well as mossy stone brick. Because that way... Oh, and I might grab some iron bars as well. Iron bars are currently this. I might change these back to normal iron bars. The ones at the top here, as we know, are now glass. They're not iron bars. Oh, by the way, what would that look like? If I had... Does that look cool? Do you guys like that? I sort of like that. Oops. Yeah, but anyway, if I change the iron bars back to the iron bar texture, we can get some, like, maybe a hidden entrance or something like that in there. I actually really like that. What does it look like if you're on the inside? Yeah, nice. Almost you know, like spookily prisony feeling. Very, very cool. So, what we need to do is we need to mix in some of these. Now, there is a sort of almost helpful hint that I can give with these. Obviously, you want them to be random. You don't want to make a pattern out of the mossy blocks. But you also, in my opinion, you don't want to have just one random one on its own and one random one on its own. What you want to do is where you've got mossy blocks, you want to focus on making that area mossy. Obviously, the moss has started in one specific spot, but then moss grows and it sort of expands, you know, and consumes the area. So you want to try and do that. So you want to do 3-4 blocks of mossy all near each other, like this. And then it looks like that area has been sort of infested, if you like, with moss. If you only do like the single blocks, sure, it gives a little bit more of a you know, it gives a little bit more of a dimension that otherwise you wouldn't have. But it doesn't really work for me, at least as much. I like combining them all a little bit more. Why does auto jump turn on every time I come onto the world? Hey, that's just so frustrating. So a little clump like that. Try not again to think too much about the pattern. Just sort of let it flow. Curve it round certain things, especially like trees. This auto jump I'm sort of getting used to. Yeah, try and curve it around trees because obviously trees are going to be damp and there's going to be moisture coming from them. So wherever you've got a tree, it's like the perfect spot for moss to grow. I actually like this auto jump. When I don't expect it, it's annoying like that. But when I'm actually walking towards something for a particular reason, I actually sort of like it. I actually really like it. Whoops, jump. So we've got around this side. Now, mossy cobblestone is a little bit strange because obviously it stands out a lot more than just mossy stone bricks will because it's got a different texture. The green itself is obviously a lot darker of a green, a little bit more bulgy. So to do that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably only stick with single sections of mossy cobblestone, but only where the mossy stone bricks are. So don't stick it there, for example. It doesn't look bad, but I think it would look better to just have it either in or very close to where the mossy sections are. It's like the part of the moss where it's been there for so long that it's starting to corrode the bricks. You know, it's starting to really eat away at them. Again, don't do too many of these ones. Try and keep these ones a little bit more few and far between. So just sort of got to come around here. Keep them single blocks. Okay, that one. And try not to sort of go over blocks that you've already put down. I think try and only put them on blocks that are just normal stone bricks. You know, don't take out any stairs if you've done the stair thing that I have, or anything like that. Just try and, oops, I want it there. Just try and sort of keep a nice range of different blocks. I know that I can actually just turn off the weather. I can just toggle weather off. But it's actually got me intrigued now on how rainy this seed is. I'm finding it funny now. Not quite as annoyed as I was. But yeah, oh, look at that. Okay, extra dimension right there. I think the next thing that we need to do is add the stone, add the cracked and the broken pieces of the planks. Because I'm not really doing any new texture, not designing anything new, I can do this off camera and then come straight back to you guys, okay? Sounds good. Alright, I'm back, and I noticed that my sound settings were a little bit off. It was probably a little bit, the game sounds were probably a little bit quiet, like the block placing, so that should be back to how it is normally. So, like I said, I changed the, I redone this texture with the background of birch, so now we can have little broken floor pieces. That's so cool. And I added one, these are emerald and diamond ore, because I ain't going to use them, obviously. That just has a complete section missing. It looks like you can sort of trip into it, doesn't it? I mean, how cool is that? Now, I don't know what it's going to look like on the stairs. Oh no, they're not going to have stairs. I forgot about that. They're not going to have stairs because obviously they're ore, aren't they? They don't have ore stairs. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So, what we need to do is we need to just go around and randomly put some of these in. Have a little bit of framey issues. I think it's proper. Is there mobs down here or anything? I don't know what that problem is. Unless there's some, because I get this just every now and again on this series. Like, it'll clean up like now, and I'm back to normal, and then something will go a little bit crazy. Now, I don't know what can cause that. Is there some weird water and lava thing going on in the background somewhere around here, and just now and again, like, it gets a little bit hectic? Or is it something else? Is it my computer dying? It might be. I can only hope not, but it might be. Put a couple of these in. So I'm really, as far as this is concerned, like most of sort of the placing down of these kind of extra blocks, is not to think about the pattern too much, or don't do a pattern. Just randomly place them down. Have 2 or 3 near each other if you like, but try not to sort of make a pattern out of it, because it'll only look bad. But look at that. Oh my god, so rickety feeling. So cool. I think that we're about ready to start moving inside, or at least planning out inside. I think we're going to be doing the inside of the mansion and the surrounding area of the mansion sort of at somewhat the same time, and we'll sort of just flick between episodes on and decide on what we want to do. But I can't really think of anything else that at the moment to do on this outside that we can do this episode. We can always add extra texture blocks, we can always add spiders, we can always add other spooky stuff. Maybe we'll have a complete episode of just making blocks in Photoshop, if you guys are up for that. I don't know how much you guys want that. So if we come inside here, I don't have a world edit to put down a floor really quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in like a one line that goes across to give me an eye line of what level the floor's going to be on. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab another block that'll be used for the wall, probably dark oak to be honest, so it's the same as the outside. And we can use these to do a little bit of a blueprint out here. What's the first thing that you need to have when walking into a spooky house? You need a spooky hallway with a spooky staircase. 100%. You're not going to come straight into the lounge, are you? In a spooky house. No. You want a nice... It'd be really cool to have like maybe a thin walkway. I'm almost tempted to have a like a wobble in the walkway, in the hallway. I don't know how good that's going to how good that would come out, but it has some sort of potential. Now, I could come off here. Come off here and have a 4-block wide hallway. Or I could come off here and have a, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-block hallway. I think that's a little bit too wide. I think we're making the rooms smaller over here. I think 4 blocks for hallway is probably pretty good. Weather clear. Oh, I don't even have a roof on it. I need to put a roof on it. I haven't even looked up there. Okay, so hallway comes down, and then sort of like, strangely enough, the Simpsons house, the doors to the, I'm sure other people's houses, the doors to the side rooms are located around like there and there. And then the staircase will be directly in front of them. I want to do, again, this is really weird, like the Simpsons house. It actually has a doorway here that goes down to a staircase into the basement. And then the staircase that goes up is like next to it. So we have door to the staircase to the basement. And then an open area that goes up to hopefully some sort of banister that allows you to, when you're up here, look down into that spooky area. You can imagine walking in the doors but not looking up, and the ghost, the resident ghost of the place, is just standing up here looking down, but you haven't seen him, and he sort of floats off into the bedroom or something like that. We also need to have the paintings for our interior windows. At the moment we've only got the exterior ones, the light on and light off. We could use just entirely light off paintings. But I think it'd probably be pretty cool to have a painting that at least looks like a very dark blue sky with the shadow of a tree or something like that, or a branch going over it. I know like 99% at least of the windows are going to be the same on the inside, but that doesn't matter too much as long as it looks like a window leading outside. Oh, and the other thing. No, that's cool. I'm fine. Yep, good. I'm going to only keep with as well one door in and out. I think, although it might not be the most realistic and the most safest thing as far as fire is concerned, for a spooky house, I think one entrance and one exit is probably the scariest thing of all. I think we'll just have a door there, not a stair. We'll actually have a proper door in it. So I want it on that level because the floor is down here. So, staircase goes up. Let's get the staircase in. What blocks do we want for the staircase? I don't want oak because oak is likely to be the majority, or at least the hallway floor block. I want the hallway to go from, the oak planks to oak planks. I really like that look. In the other rooms, we might use some sort of darker coloured carpet, some dark brown might be a little bit bad, but like dark greens and stuff like that. We might change the red wool to be a little bit darker, a little bit older looking carpet. So the staircase, I think we still want probably a wood, but I'm thinking something maybe a little bit in between. So spruce could work really well, purple not so much, but I think maybe spruce will be a good one. I want to start it a little bit premature to the hallway. To the staircase that goes down, so maybe about there. And where does it, with no windows, it's actually hard to tell where your floor needs to be. Oh, I got hiccups. That one is our floor level. So if I come back in here, a little bit tricky to work out, isn't it? Where is it? Ah, right here. So this is one that we've got our floor on, because we'll be able to stand here and the window will be on this height, which is the same as what it is on the outside. Put that back. So if this is our floor level up here, it might not be oak, but it doesn't matter for the moment. I want a nice banister that goes across. How would I do this? There is a cool way that this could be done. The banister has to go across here, right? But that's in the way of the staircase. So what if the staircase goes underneath it and then wraps itself up and behind and out? So we could have the staircase come down here. And then I don't know. I'm giving it a go. I'm experimenting. I've never seen or done a staircase like this before, but it might look cool. Now it's going to be a little bit too high, because by the time I put like a bottom on that block of half slabs, I'm instantly not going to be able to walk through it. if we done... That's a possibility. That gives me an extra block of height. It still looks like a scary staircase, so you can see the stairs go up. I'm actually gonna go with that. I'm gonna try it. I've never tried or seen it before, and that's got to be a good thing, right? I can still get down there. It's a little bit tight. The only thing that I could do to fix that would be to move the staircase back by one. Or curve it around. Okay. We would have to have that one, that one. Okay, I've got an extra block there. That one. Then we need this one. And like that. So it sort of curves around in a U shape. That works really well. If we're going to do that, then I might as well take this all the way back and have the stairs there. What's the point of having the stairs all the way forward if it's only going to be one spot? Do you know what I mean? I might also then... We might as well bring this basement one back as well. Right? Make the hallway longer. Maybe have a secondary door into the lounge and stuff like that. Or at least more doors. So instead of now only two, I can move this back. I can move that back. Give us a little bit more room. And have another door either there and there. Or one block back. Could be that one and that one. This can be a wall here. And a wall here. Might as well keep it somewhat symmetrical in this building. Might do. I'll put a little curve in this wall. And I got a lot more room on that side, so I might do another curve here, but I might make the curve slightly different. Like that. So they're sort of symmetrical, but they've got like different shaped and sized rooms in them both. This one. I think the staircase is actually going to have to come round and down this way. So I don't want to put any blocks here, because I can't go down to the right because of the staircase there. I'll have to go down and to the left down into the basement area. But that's cool. We've got 4 rooms down here. Obviously, we've got a spooky lounge. We've got a spooky kitchen. We'll definitely need a spooky dining room. And then, like, I don't know. Maybe you guys could think of something wacky and different, but suitable, obviously, to the theme. I don't want, like, a pool table or something like that. Yeah, that doesn't really suit. I want something creative and spooky for these rooms. Obviously, upstairs we need a bedroom at least. We have a banister. For the moment, I'm just going to put these as like a banister line that goes across. Oh, I need to come out another block. A minimum of 1 block, because we're going to have this along here. These all filled in. You want 2 blocks for the walkway at least, don't you, really? That'll probably end up being dark oak up here. Like that. And there'll probably be a wall there. So then this side we want stair white, black, dark oak. What would white look like? We've stayed away from white so far. I'm just going to do it in between the 2 wall sections. That could look really nice. That could look really nice. Obviously, we want a bedroom on this side. Am I on the right level? I am on the right level. We can have that coming down to here. I need to go over. Go away, rain! Go over by 1. The reason why we want to go over by 1 is because this is the 2 wide hallway that comes down this side. I think we're going to have the balcony like pretty much go all the way around the entire building. The entire upstairs. So then this comes back this way. The stairs wrap around. Are we on top of the wall here? Ah. Like, the wall would go up like this, and then the upside down stairs would be on this level. Does that look bad? No. I like it, actually. Okay, that's that sorted then. That comes all the way around this side. That comes all the way around this side. I think I'll probably curve that round instead of having a thinner section. Like that. So cool. Alright, I think that's all that we have time for this episode. But upstairs blueprint is pretty much complete. Obviously, there's just going to be one room on this side, most likely. One room on the other side. They're very long, but what we'll probably end up doing with them is having the room actually that big and using this area to hide some redstone in to make some noises, some clicks, some doors open and shut. Maybe hide a zombie in a dispenser behind that so you hear the of a zombie. Some flashing lights, some redstone wiring for some flashing lights, things like that. I think could work really well. And we need a ceiling on this as well. That is something that I forgot about. Probably stone or cobblestone. Or polished andesite. Slab. It's a slab. Gotta be a slab. Yeah, something like that. And I'll probably put some broken ones in there as well. Okay, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to put this roof down, and I shall see you in the next episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. Bye!